Yo, what's going on everyone? It's TK, and in today's video I'm going to showcase some super bowler action with the King's Earthquake boost and no Spirit Fox. That's right, we're gonna have the Diggy because I want to showcase how strong this army actually is. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Now we're here on this anti-3 style design. It does look a bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie, but always what you need to do is find the jump spell value. You can see one jump in the core gives everything access to the town hall. That means from any angle you really enter, you're gonna have access to the town hall as well. So what I'm planning to do is to do a flame flinger on a further side from the warden walk, then do a warden walk right the opposite side of the flame flinger, kind of what you do in kind of what was it called again, the ring bases, but it's not really too close to each other. We're doing a further side because on this attack I'm actually planning to send the king to the outside of the base, and later on you're gonna see what happens with him. So as I mentioned in the intro, we don't have the king's gauntlet and I don't have the spirit fox is currently upgrading, and this is the best way to showcase how strong this army currently is with the new level of the super bowlers. Now the warden doing great, as I told you, like on the previous super bowlers attacks. If you've been on the channel, you can always use one rage spell for the warden in a super bowler attack, because most of the time you won't even know where to drop 4 rages in a base. You usually drop 3 and one is usually for your RC or something. Now we're gonna go ahead with these bowlers, waiting for that archer tower to go down, then using double wall breaker. Now the queen's ability was nearly, oh my god, that king nearly took her HP off. Now look at the way I'm gonna go with this jump spell. The flame flinger got us the good value on the top side. It's going to die out eventually. Now I popped the warden because my queen was really low, and this is where, all depending on your healers, they need to switch. This is where I don't do smash attacks because my healers switch very late and usually my troops die very early. So you can see already how those two work together. If your healers don't switch, you have a big problem. Now look at the way we are moving through the space with that jump spell and the kings and flame flinger value. So freezing that tunnel, raging behind, and this is where, as you can see, 3 rages was always enough. That's why we don't actually need that first rage we used for the warden. Simple as that. This is where the bowlers will then die to the town hall poison. My bowlers died earlier because I had to pop the warden ability earlier, but as you can see, we got 4 heroes alive even though we didn't have the gauntlet and no spirit fox. Guys, trust me, if you have the spirit fox maxed out and some crazy upgraded royal champion abilities, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this army. So let's move on to the next hit. Now we're here on a ring base, and some might argue the super bowlers are the strongest troop to use against a ring base, and I kind of agree with them. You just need to have a good flame flinger funnel and a good warden walk on the other side where you drop the flame flinger. So not complete opposite side, just like the one we did on the last hit, but kind of close to it. Now, on the original version of this base, there is actually a few Teslas right next to this air defense. That's why I dropped a loon, so we pull the Teslas like earlier and not with bowlers or something. Warden walk will start around 20 seconds late, which is a problem. You need to start the warden as well right where you drop the flame flinger. Sometimes there are some decent timings that you can get, but still it can work all the time if you drop the warden also slightly late. With the warden, let him get that air defense and like a nice little funnel for your main push. That's when then, with this army, with this flame flinger and warden walk, you send the king into the base. And if you have the gauntlet, it's gonna be even crazier how he can crush the base from inside out. But on this account, I don't have the gauntlet. I couldn't play enough time because that month that the gauntlet was added, we actually had a lot of fun together on YouTube here because we introduced a lot of armies. But still, we're gonna go ahead and do this jump spell. You can see you have wall breakers for the first few layers, then you go with a jump spell. I even dropped the Yeti just to go in, do some damage. Then we go with the loons, which it's important, guys. It's important to drop these loons because these early sides are where you can see these are for super archer traps. So make sure you drop that. popping the Warden ability, keeping the king alive through the single Inferno and Town Hall poisons and stuff. We're gonna go ahead with that Skelly spell on the Monolith, and then the RC. Really quick RC here because I want her to get added to the army nice and early. You can see healers switch and these bowlers are not dying, not just like the last attack, which healers didn't switch that good and the bowlers were dead before the Town Hall. In here, we even went through the Town Hall poison with 2 bowlers still alive. They're gonna eventually die because of the eagle, but no, actually, we got 3 bowlers still alive going through a ring base, guys. This is where you can swag your spells and you can see how crushed the base is. Now, I have the haste while on this attack with the Royal Champion on this strategy. I think it's a good ability in general, but if you got the Hog Puppet upgraded, you can completely use it. But what I would recommend is use the Royal Gem. Do not put the Royal Gem out because you don't get that extra HP like recovery when you pop a Royal Champion ability. Have the Royal Gem with either of the new abilities. So let's move on. Now we are here on this very weird base looking like what the hell is even this? Now if you see a weird base, because guys, not all of you are going to be in the highest legends or even mid legends. Some of you who watch this video maybe just enter Legends League, you want to get those early bases that are looking weird. Now what I would recommend is to find the good Flame Flinger value, which kind of gives you the funnel as well. Like this Flame Flinger is too far, but still give us the funnel we are looking for. Now the Yeti is for the mortar. The moment your Flame Flinger goes close to a mortar, you can drop the Yeti to tank for it. You don't need barbarians and archers and all these little troops to tank one by one. This is why making this army easier for you guys. Trust me, it's a good thing. We're gonna go with that rage on the Warden. As I said, don't worry about that rage. You can drop it, no worries at all. The bases won't really need 4 rages inside them, trust me. But if you don't need the rage with Warden, don't drop it, okay? You can drop it later with the champion. Now, the problem with this base was that the moment like you kind of doing this warden walk, you can see still we didn't get the good funnel in the layer of the base, like the where that there are storages. If we go in the base, there's gonna be still troops going complete different sides. So that's why I wanted to bring this base, showcasing it doesn't even matter if you sometimes don't have the perfect funnel. With this set of hero abilities, you can always get the best value. Go ahead with that wall break. Now with the jump spell, I really wanted to give access to the monolith early, but I didn't know if I should drop it or not. I was thinking a bit, so I used the wall breaker. So now the queen has access. But look at those loons, finding those red air bombs early, because this area was somehow trapped. I don't know why, but it was. Now the Flame Flinger did an amazing job popping the Warden again before the King's ability go off, because I need that Earthquake to damage a lot of defenses. Because don't forget, it doesn't only open walls, it actually does so much damage to the surrounding defenses, which then the Super Bowler bounces can demolish those defenses. And the Queen going to the lower side helps us getting through the top side as well with the champion, and then with that invisibility on the CC troop of the enemy. Unfortunately, I didn't cover One Eye Golem, but you can see how the army works. You demolish that area, like the core area, and then for the back end you always have that little like hero equipment to work for, the abilities to work for. And your CC can also be different, like you can put hogs, you can put yetis, you can put something like Valkyries. That's completely up to you, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. Come back tomorrow for another set of videos. Hopefully I'll see you there. Take care and peace.